Okay, well, welcome everyone. Good morning to our Saturday Zoom with CEO Dave Jordan. We're live from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Dave's going to share some extra vision points today on the whole process that's been worked on here for the last year, but in particular here, 2024. Pretty exciting. So, Dave, I'm going to turn it over to you. I know you've got lots to share, so people can get their picture of how these two incredible companies you own both of 100%, CollectAway and CollectDirect, are going to work together for the future. So Dave, turning it over to you. Good luck, and let's bring this home.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody to our Saturday Zoom. If you don't know me, my name is Dave Jordan. I'm the CEO of a company that we started called CollectDirect, but I'm also the CEO of a company that markets all my collectibles called CollectAway. And I want to thank everybody today for joining us. And we have some very important updates for you today. And I just figured we'd get on a call. We didn't do one last week because I was waiting for some of these. But first off, I want to say that we've had 6 months of ups, downs, working the kinks out, doing things that are, that are actually good, that we've worked out some serious issues. And if it was up to me, we'd only be a month old. But I'm glad that we're 6, 8, 9 months old, because a lot of things have happened over that time, and we've managed to work out a lot of the things. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later today on the Zoom. And I'm going to have Terry come on a little bit and talk a little bit about the new direction. But, that being said, guys, I've been working on a branding deal with my collection, and I own one of the largest collections in the United States, probably in the world. And some of the top marketers in the industry have attracted to me with this collection. And what I've been doing is, when we launched CollectDirect, we had products that range from $2.98 all the way up to $5,000. Well, we only had a couple sales in that 6 months, 7 months of anything that was over $100 or $200. So I went back to the drawing board and went to a few of my guys and asked what would be a way for us to make this so people didn't feel like they had to spend $5,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. Say that you can get it cheaper on eBay, or say that, because we're paying out 35 or 40%. And, they came back at me and they said, the advice I got was, to make it a $29.98 a month company for everybody to afford, for everybody to be able to enjoy. And guys, that's what we did. And just so you know, the month of January was our biggest month for personal orders at $29.98. We had more people order $29.98 last month than any month that we were in business, including our first month. It wasn't the most money, but it was the most orders. And that was promising to look at. But I also thought, you know what, we need to find a way to get to the masses. Don and me talk probably 2 to 3 times a day. And Don always says to me, we got to get eyeballs. We got to get eyeballs. We got to figure out a way to get people to look at this. We got to figure out a way to get people to take a look. So what I did is I went back to my roots of some of my friends, and a guy that I worked very close with came to me and said, Dave, the name to this game is social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these different platforms. A good friend of mine who plays in the major leagues, his daughter has 20 million followers on TikTok alone. And I looked at this and I said, you know what? She built that through being charming, from being beautiful, from being a good model, from being a good speaker. And I could build this through the power of my collectibles. And guys, I'm going to share some numbers with you in a little bit, and they're mind-boggling. And we just started this a week ago. But so what I did is I went back to Don and I said, Don, people don't want the MLM approach no more. They don't want the network marketing approach no more. It's not working, and we have to figure out a way to get on a different angle. I love the MLM model. I love the network marketing model. I love the direct sales model, because I love watching people make money. There's nothing cooler for me and Joyce than to be at an event and have somebody walk up, or an Ed Saker or a Gail Tracy, or somebody walks up and they talk about how they made 2 or they made 5 or they made $3,000 a month. And there's nothing cooler than that. So I love the direct sales model. But does the direct sales model work to the masses when you're out there with an unbelievable product? Well, it can, but it can work better being done a different way. So what I did was I regrouped. I looked at a couple different factors, a couple of facts about the industry, the collectible industry, some of the guys that got a lot of traction, some of the guys that are getting the masses, some of the guys that are just absolutely on fire. So what I did is I took one of my assistants that works very close with me here at CollectDirect, named Jason, and we made over 350 short videos in January. And some of them are larger than the others. Some of them are 30 seconds. Some of them are 2 minutes. Some of them are 5 minutes. And I'm wearing different jerseys. I'm wearing different hats. I'm wearing different jewelry. I'm wearing different, and every single one of them is a different brand. And what we did is we started to put these videos out there a week ago, and we started to expose my collection to the industry. And a lot of people, I know there's people on this Zoom right now, and not to get off track of what I'm talking about, but last week there was a trade show in town, a card show in town, and there was a guy there. Well, actually, there was a guy there too that was doing the CollectAway, and he was selling. I mean, it was amazing, and I'm sure he did well, and he handed out a lot of postcards, and congratulations on that. But when I was looking at the show, there was a guy there with some president's autographs, PSA graded president's autographs, and I'm there with Kay Lesnar, and I'm there with Matt, and I'm there with my brother Joey, and I walk up to the guy, and I'm looking at these autographs, and he goes, wow. I said, wow, you got a Dwight Eisenhower. That's cool. I go, I got the complete set. And the guy looks right at me and he says, no, you don't. You don't got John Tyler. Nobody does. And I said, well, I beg your pardon. I got 2 of them. And he goes, no, I said, come on. And then Matt, who's on this Zoom, tells me, Dave, go get him. I said, I don't need to prove nothing to him. Go watch the video next week. Guys, yesterday I cut a video of my presidents. And believe me, I'm just telling you, believe me, when I say this, these people are in awe. And just so you know, we had one video that launched just over a week, last Thursday. So the Thursday before last Thursday, we launched this video at midnight. Right now, it's got 40,000 views. One video, 40,000 views. We started a Facebook group. We started a Facebook group 5 or 6 days ago. It's already got over 500 people in its first week. My point to this is there's no hard sale. There's nothing going on that's going to be a hard sale. We have these videos out on TikTok. We have these videos out on Instagram. They're getting 5,000 views a day. Okay. So my whole point to this is, and I was talking to my buddy Eric this morning about it, there's a huge picture to this. This is all being done, guys. This is all being done for people to look at and join CollectAway. This is all being done to see the bigger picture of who I am, to what I've created. 40 years of me collecting. I'm proud of what I've created. But guys, it's my collection. It's my company. And it's my decision of what I'm going to do. And I decided, instead of losing 200 grand a month and paying employees and paying all these people and having to let a good friend go and having this, I had to change direction. And now I'm going to work with every single person that's with me. And those that don't want to be with me, and believe me, I don't want to get into that. And I don't want to talk about that. They'll see in 6 months what's created. When you look at people like Matt's daughter with 20 million followers doing it off of being an unbelievable speaker, an unbelievable salesperson, and a beautiful gal, that's crazy. But when you look at Dave Jordan, chunky, fat, maybe not good looking like a Tom Selleck, but I got the president sets. I've got the Walter Payton rookies. I've got the Patrick Mahomes rookies. None of these guys have them. So when they go out there and they look at this, they're saying to me, this guy's not lying. This guy's got him right in the deal. He's saying a 10, an 8, a 9, a 5. I mean, listen to me when I say this to you. There's 1 million followers coming to follow me. 1 million, 2 million, hopefully 20 million. And guys, I'm doing this for this company. I'm doing this for CollectAway. And I'm telling you, there's a song that I walked my father's coffin to at his funeral called My Way. I'm doing it my way. This is my collection. This is my hobby. We're bringing in thousands of people. Everybody on this Zoom is going to benefit from what I'm about to do. And guys, I watched videos of some people that were pretty negative this week. I support them, but they have a right to go do what they want to do. I'm going to show the world who I am. I'm going to show the world what we're going to do. And guys, I haven't even told you the best part yet. This is only going to be for the people in CollectAway. So my whole thing is the only people that can make money with my collection out there are the people in CollectAway, are the people in CollectAway. Can you buy something from my collection if you're not in CollectAway? Absolutely you can. Can you make money on it? No. The only people that are going to be allowed to participate in making money off my collection are you, the people on this Zoom. Believe me, when I say this to you, I don't care anymore what anybody says about not believing me. I don't care. It's real simple, guys. This launches for me on February 20th. It's my sister company. It's called CollectAway. I don't want you guys to go flock to CollectAway and go become a member and go watch. And I know there's people out there that try to copy people and try to copy leads and try to get the people that are coming in. They're not going to follow that. They're following a collection. They're following an energy. They're following a collection that was put together by me and my wife. I have a wife that let me spend every penny I own for the first 20 years we were married. And I put a collection together that's so pristine that now the world gets to see it. Now the world gets to show it. Last month, right after Christmas, I sold a collection, a 1952 Topps set, a complete set, all PSA graded, through Ken Golden, the king of collectibles. He calls me all the time talking about my product, talking about my collection. Dave, what are you going to sell next? Dave, what could I sell for you? Dave, what could I do? Guys, all I can say to you is, as of this morning, 40,000 clicks on my first video in only a week. 40,000 people. That's called going viral. The approach is this, guys. My sports background, my hobby, an unbelievable collection of items, people that want to see it online, my personal energy and belief, they're all getting excited. And guys, to get 10,000 people online and watch me open thousands of dollars worth of product, it's unprecedented. It's going to be unbelievable. But what I want to do is I want to give you the first presentation. I want to give you the first presentation to see what they're going to see and what people are going to say. This guy is absolutely crazy to open those packs. This guy is absolutely not a liar because he just showed me a John Tyler right on the internet, handing in his hand, PSA graded, signed. I don't need to prove it to anybody. I mean, I had people in my office taking pictures with George Washington's DNA. They're all saying, oh, wow, can I hold that? I had Jason carrying George Washington's autograph. He had to carry it from the front to the vault. And I said, Jason, be careful you do not drop that. And he got to carry this card for 5 minutes. He's holding George Washington, the founder of our country, guys. I don't care what people think. We are going to blow this out of the water. We're going to do it. And now what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. So here's the example you're going to see in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now watch this. So we've already got, like, I think it's 1,400 people that are already on Instagram that already want to follow me and buy stuff and be a customer and want to be involved. None of these people have been pitched CollectDirect yet. None of them. None of them. And here's how it's going to work. So I'm going to pretend that we got a pack of cards here. Jason, do we got a pack laying around somewhere you could grab me? I'm just going to pretend I'm opening up a pack of cards. And I'm going to get on the Zoom. And let me take a drink before I do this, guys. Seeing is believing. And all I can tell you is seeing is believing. So here, I'm holding the Michael Jordan. And these are cool. I'm going to talk about these in a bit. So what do we got? Yeah, one of them will work. So we got a pack of cards here. Let's just pretend that this is a Michael Jordan pack. But let's pretend that I get on the Zoom and I say, guys, I'm going to open one of these. I'm going to open up a Wilt Chamberlain pack worth $18,000. I'm going to open up a 52 pack worth $53,000. And I'm going to do it today. And here's the thing, guys. We're going to do it again next week. But before I get started, I want to talk to you about a little company I put together called CollectDirect. What's CollectDirect? It's a buyer's club. It's a buyer's club that I put together with about 5,000 loyal friends, members, people that I'm personally friends with. And what you do, guys, you spend $29 a month, okay? $29.98 a month. And what you get to buy is all kinds of little collectibles and this and that. But the neat thing is you can build a home business in it. Now, does that work? Let me just put it to you this way. My last direct sales company, I did over $400 million in that company in 8.5 years. And here's the coolest part, guys. $150 million plus money was paid back to people like you. So tonight, after the Zoom, click on this button right here, fill out your name, email, phone number. If you want to join, we'll get you in a bucket. We'll get somebody to call you if you want to be a part of it. And all of these leads are going to go back to the CollectDirect distributors. Am I going to sell them? Absolutely not. Am I going to give them away? Yes. I'm going to give them away to the Deb Primos, to the Don and Nancy Carsons, to the Eric Doctors, the people that are out there recruiting, the people that are out there working my business, the Dale Culverts. These are the people that are going to get the people that are going to commit from this. And it's not going to be 8, 3, 5, 2, 1. This is going to come in, guys, by the masses. And I already know it by the numbers. And is it going to take a little bit? Absolutely. But by the end of baseball, when we're in October and I'm getting ready to watch the World Series, we're going to be the World Series, because I'm going to be cracking whoever's in it and cracking packs and showing autographs and showing things that they can't even comprehend. When they say, how does this guy got General George Custer's autograph and a fingerprint on the autograph? The guy that got murdered at the Little Bighorn, I have his thumbprint on a card with a signature. I put it on the Antique Roadshow. They couldn't even put a price on it. Guys, this is what we call, and I'm sure you watch Pawn Stars, this is called Pawn Stars Live, with real things, with real money. But here's the cool thing. Oh, there's a little company that sponsors it called CollectAway. How are you going to get involved? Well, it's real simple. Fill out this information after the show here, and we're going to give away a couple little prizes. Fill out some information. I'll get one of our trained absolute superstars to call you, and you can build yourself a business just like eBay. You know, eBay is America's #1 home-based business out of all the home-based businesses in the world. It's #1. eBay is the #1 home-based business. Guys, I just want to see that little chunk come off of there so you guys can finally see Dave Jordan and say, you know what? He figured it out. Have we had software problems? Absolutely. But I'm forever grateful for him. I'm forever grateful that we had to work them things out. And I'm glad I didn't wait till January to start. You know, I talk to Kay Lesnar almost every day. Every morning he calls me and we talk about this. And he knows me. He's known me for a long time. He's watched me put 50,000 people in a company with him. And he knows that this is my sweet spot. I don't know if Matt Williams is on here. He had a home run in every World Series he ever played in. But he hit that home run with the sweet spot. Guys, what I just told you is the sweet spot of this company. I don't want you excited till I deliver. Let's deliver. Let's no more of this fake excitement. Let me show you what I'm about to do. 40,000 clicks in a week, guys. I ain't got an ego about it, but dude, I'm just freaking out that many people clicked on my video where I'm welcoming them to take a look at my stuff. And that's going to turn into a viral moment. So guys, with that, I just want to go to somebody that's been working with me on this. She knows how excited I am about it. Terry Reckner, just jump on for a minute and just say how much you're excited, because you've worked with me putting this together like this. Terry, join me.
Thanks, Dave. So one thing I want to share with everybody is what's really behind all this. And it's something that everybody on here, we're all network marketers. And the one thing that's always a problem when you start a business, and especially this because it's a category creator, is name brand recognition. It's building trust. So when Dave came up with this idea, it was really a culmination of the last 6 months. It's how do we do this and get more eyeballs on what we're doing? It's building a brand. Dave Jordan is the brand. Collect Direct and CollectAway are the brand. And the best way he can build this brand is to get the masses. And as good as everybody on this Zoom is at going out and recruiting and introducing this, what he's doing with CollectAway is only going to give all of you credibility. It's going to give what you do, your approach, everything that you say. And building a brand is instilling trust. It's instilling credibility. It's building loyalty. It's name brand recognition. So when you have 40,000 eyeballs in 1 week, multiply that, because they're going to be seeing Dave every day, every week, every month for years on social media. And what he's going to do is go out and tell everybody, yes, this is awesome. Here's what I'm doing. But let me tell you about what else. And everybody knows right now with the state of the economy, everybody's looking for a side hustle or a side gig, whatever they want to call it. And it's not about telling people they're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, because that's where you turn people off. In today's gig economy, $100 a month changes somebody's life, $200. And when you look at the program with the $29.98, it opens this up for the masses. It shows people that no matter where you are in your life or where you are with your family, you can join this opportunity and you can share it and you can start making money. So kudos, Dave, really. This is an amazing way to build a brand in a category creator that's never been done. And so I love the fact that you're the GOAT of collectibles, and it's only going to help everybody on here build a business. So yes, everybody can complain and bitch about how long this has taken and all the problems, But if we hadn't gone through all that, we'd never be here. And I think everybody needs to remember where they came from. And I think a lot of networkers forget that. They forget when they were just starting out. They forget when they didn't know anything and when they had that first person join. Well, Dave is going to bring the masses to us. And it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, but 40,000, I don't think is so slow. So I think it's really pretty good. And I think everybody that's here right now, just remember this, remember what you've been through, but it's all for a good reason. And I'm super excited because I get to listen in on some of these videos that the guys are recording. And I was on when Dave was yakking away with the guys about that president stuff. And they should just video that. I mean, that was amazing just listening to that. So here you have a guy that's collected this for 25, 30, 40 years, and he's sharing it. And the way to share it is through social media. So it's only going to come back to us. And I'm super excited to be a part of it. And I'm just happy that all of you are still with us. And kudos to you, Dave.
Thanks, Terry. Don, I talked to you and Nancy last week when you were kind of still really confused about what we were doing and where we're going to go with it and how we're going to do it. And then I explained to you what the whole overall, way it's going to work is. And then you said to Nancy, you said, okay, Nancy, I kind of got it. I understand now. And can you just share a little bit of what we talked about last week when I brought up these numbers and the numbers are flying in like water faucet? I mean, I told you told me for the last 3 months, 6 months, get eyes on it, Don. You said, we got to get eyeballs. Now we found a way to get the eyeballs. But you and Nancy were on a call with me when you finally told me, we got this figured out, Dave. I think this is gonna be the way. But go ahead, Don. Go ahead, Nancy.
Yeah, Dave, you left the best part about what you were sharing. You held up a card a little while ago, which has a CollectAway. It's a card by your graders. Hold that up again. Folks, that's going to be kind of like something you got to think about when he starts throwing them randomly in. Dave, you touched on that with me, got me excited. I mean, one of the things about box breaks is you never know what's inside. You never know. It could be a golden ticket. And so Dave's philosophy is a lot of the folks that are going to be buying $29 items, he's throwing random treasures in there that people are going to get. They won't even know it. It's a chance. And that's a card that could be worth a small fortune, right? I mean, that concept, once it goes viral and that person who randomly got that from buying a 29 in our program of the Buyers Club part of the program will tell their friends and watch that go viral. Look what I got. I didn't even know I was getting it. So Dave, the whole whole world right now is looking for opportunity seekers, and we're approaching it totally different. And that's get the eyeballs, tell them about this other company that he sponsored this video, and watch what happens. And Dave, your viral nature of this growth you're going through is going to lead people to your vault, which each and every member of CollectAway has a chance to make a commission off of. And that's the real, like when somebody says, hey, I'm looking for a part-time income. No, CollectAway's going to offer people, I'm not guaranteeing anything here, folks, trust me, full-time incomes. It's possible. Anybody can take this to the next level. Depends on how much work you want to put into it, from a little or to a lot. Your choice. Nancy, I know you're here as well. You and I have had lots of hours of talking, driving, speaking with Dave. We're excited. Davey, Nancy, can you come off mute and just share your thoughts on what Dave just asked us to share?
Hey guys, Dawn's at our lake house and I'm at home, so we're not in the same place at the same time, but that's not unusual for us. I just wanted to kind of address too, like, I got a little bit of feedback. People have been sending some texts and they were saying, well, isn't CollectAway in competition with CollectDirect? And I was like, this is just my opinion. I was saying, no, because I'll tell you what, if you think you are in competition with Dave Jordan, there's nothing and no video that you're going to create that's going to get as many eyeballs as Dave Jordan's video is going to get. So you're not in competition. He is actually basically throwing the assets out to everybody. And I need people to visualize that you're not in competition. He's getting access to eyes that you would otherwise not have access to. And what he's doing with that is giving it to the field. And I mean, some of that will be picked up and some of it won't. but it's a chance or an opportunity that wasn't there before. Because I can guarantee you that you've got your little circle that you're showing people to, and you're hoping that it's going to trail on to next people and next people. But Dave is guaranteed. He's already created these relationships with so many people in this industry that their sources and their people are the people that you're looking for. So you are not in competition with Dave Jordan. Dave Jordan owns both of these companies. I just wanted to clarify that because there were some people that were confused by it and they were saying things like that. I also heard somebody come up and say that they didn't like the statement, some people making more money, how is it, Dawn's always so slick, more often. Well, a lot of that has to do with Dawn not wanting to make promises to anybody. Because like what Terry said, nobody wants somebody coming out here and making great big grandiose income claims and saying a bunch of googly garp that isn't true. You're going to get paid for your efforts and you're going to get paid for what you do here. And I think that because we're in Canada and we have to be so compliant, like more compliant than most people have to be, that we have just defaulted on sentencing or wording in a safe zone. But you have no threshold here. Your efforts are going to be rewarded with the amount of work that you do here. And I mean, it took us a minute to pivot, but like in any sports star or any sports situation, when you bring in a new coach and they ask an athlete to change the way that they do something, sometimes it can be very hard at first. I know my cousin played for UND as a goalie for the ladies hockey team, and they brought in a new goalie coach, and the new goalie coach wanted her to play goal completely different. And the pivot was too hard for her. She couldn't do it. She had learned only one way and she couldn't pivot. And that was the end of her career. She came back and changed and went in a different way. And the people that are going to be successful are the people that can pivot, and athletes that can pivot, and athletes that can handle a new coach. And so my wording here and what I want my message to be is, we are not in competition with Dave Jordan. We need to pivot. We've got a new coach in. Everybody get on board, learn how we're doing this. And that's where the success is going to happen. It's not easy. Our daughter was playing volleyball this year. Like Dawn was saying earlier before the recording started, she was asked to do something completely different. She's played one position. This season, she's played every position. Her coach has put her in, and he says, the thing I like about what you're doing is, as hard as it is for you to play these different positions, you're willing to learn. You're willing to take it on, and you're willing to learn. And that's where success is. So I just want to tell everybody out there, like, pivot, get with the program, new coach, new program. Let's give this a go.
Dave, you've got a couple excited people here that are doing nothing but just going to share positivity, and you're doing the right thing. The leads are going to be equally. And let me just say one last thing, Dave, before I turn it back to you. Nancy and I started a private little, based on your communication with this group of leaders, small group, that get to share their thoughts in a small forum and unite together to bring ideas to you, so that everybody out there has a team in your corner. And I promise you this, everyone, this is not to benefit Nancy and I. This is to benefit the CollectAway team. And we do have a forum right now of people that have the chance to simplify all your ideas and bring them to Dave through us. And we promise you that we'll do our best to communicate what we believe the field is asking for. So get ready, folks. Dave, back to you. Thanks for giving us a chance to share how excited we are about what you're doing.
Thanks, Don. Thanks, Dan, Nancy, and Terry. But yeah, Don, I want to make it real clear again to everybody on here. The leads that come through this program will be shared with the people that are building CollectAway. It ain't going to be equally shared by people that are not making an effort. If you try to get 10 people, and if you try to bring in 3 pre-enrollees, you're going to benefit from what I'm going to do. I know what goes on. My whole point to what I'm about to do, it was just a pivot change to get the people looking. We needed eyeballs. So here's what, now enough said with that, Don, enough said with that, Nancy. They know what's going on. We're going to talk about it more next week in better depth. There won't be a call this Wednesday because of Valentine's Day. But Don, I want to talk about these promos. These are the first Collect Direct promos in the company, and they're from Michael Jordan to Pokemon to Michael Jordan to Tom Brady on the. Here's what we're gonna do with these. So guys, I have 50 of them. We had 50 of them to work out the machine, to get the compression right, to get everything right. But all these have a promo number on the back. They're all identical. So 10 years from now, 5 years from now, these are the first cards that Collect Direct did in their grading system. So the first 50 cards, and it's all random. But what we're going to do, guys, starting today, right after this Zoom, the next 50 $29.98 orders that come in, there's going to be a random card put in your order. So no matter what you buy, as long as it's $29.98, you're going to get one of these promos put in your pack. And they're going to all be given to my shipping department. And I'm just going to say, randomly, one down the line, the next 50 $29.98 orders, you have to at least order $29.98 to get one of these. And it starts today, right after this Zoom. They're going to go out, and you're going to get a promo, and there ain't no more of these. This is it. There's no more numbers of that number. So these are the first 50, and they're going to be inserted into our next 50 orders. But every week when I come on here, I promise people that we have 5 winners. So Don, what I want you to do is, I got 5 winners that I texted to my guys, so I have a record of them. I want you to tell me who they are when I give you a number. You count, okay? And that's how we do it right now. So what I want to do real quick, Don, I want to go down here, and there's so many people texting me from this call, but I want to go here and get these numbers and let you know what they are. Hang on. So I got them right here in front of me. Okay. So the first number, Don, is now here's the thing, before we do this, contact Chelsea at collectdirect.com, or Terry will tell you in a second, but the first number I want you to do, Don, is number 14 on the call. And the only person that gets this included is my brother, family members, and you and Nancy, and maybe a couple others. That's it. Other than that,
One is Sherry. Sherry's your 14th person. So Sherry, on the Zoom.
Yep.
You're the 14th person. So send a note to support@collectdirect.com.
Okay, let me write that one down, Sherry, okay? Because I get these to Chelsea. Okay, and then the next one down is 18.
13, 14, 15, 17, 18. Okay, Coach John. Coach John, you're the number 18th.
Okay, Coach John. And then the next one, Don, is 26.
Okay, going through it. Twenty, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We've got Darren Hawkins. Yes.
Okay, 27.
And is that the next one?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Keep going. Twenty, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. David Buchanan.
Okay, and then the last one is 34.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Which number did you say?
34.
31, 32, 33. We've got Dawn as a guest. Dawn, guest. That's not me. So it must be a Dawn. Dawn, not Donnie B, because Donnie B's further down. So it's a Dawn guest.
So there's the numbers, there's the names. I got them. I'll get them to Chelsea. So here's the thing, Don, in closing. Guys, I want you to know this, that I'm getting ready to blast the internet with my collection. I'm getting ready to blast the vault. The vault's going to open to all Collect Direct members. You're going to be able to bring people to the vault, and the only people allowed to make money are the people in Collect Direct. But the masses are going to come to this program because we're not going to throw the direct sales down their throat in the beginning. It's going to be a sponsored company that's laid out in a format that's so easy to say, guys, this is a $29.98 buyers club. Check it out. My last company, we did over 400 million. We had 150 million paid back to people like you. $29.98. I truly believe, Don, that I'll get 30% of the people watching me looking at joining Collect Direct. And that's why we're doing it this way. And everybody on here, let's get busy. Let's send some emails. Let's get out there with some pre-enrollees. And I got your back. I got all your backs. And Kay Lesnar's on here. He knows I put in millions of people with Kay Lesnar with a company called, or millions of dollars with Kay Lesnar with a company with a prepaid gas card. I put in millions of dollars with Don and Nancy Carson. I put in millions of dollars with Rick. All these people on here know what we can do. So with that, guys, thank you for joining. No call on Wednesday. We'll see you next Saturday with more updates and some more exciting winners. Thanks, Don.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate everyone joining us. I'll turn it over.